When something markets itself as a cup noodle simulator, obviously I'm gonna play that, because what the fuck does that even mean? 11:42 p.m. It's late and you're tired from working on project after project, code after code. Looking at your computer screen makes your head spin even more. I thought this was like a giant bottle of drugs for a second, but it's not. It just, for a second, it looked like there was a giant bottle of drugs. Maybe that's what's making our head spin. You realize you haven't eaten dinner yet after grinding through your projects. It's difficult to remember to eat sometimes. But it's late and you're too tired to cook a real meal. Maybe this calls for another night of instant ramen. But maybe you'll add some more ingredients today. Yeah, that sounds like the move for tonight. That exact thing where it's like, I don't really feel like cooking, so I'm just gonna make this thing that's easy. But maybe I'll add some other... That exact moment, I've had that moment so many times, where it's like the middle of the night and I'm like, I'll just quickly finish this thing. And then at that exact moment, my brain decides I'm actually really awake and we're gonna put way more effort into something that should be simple than we need to. You walk to your kitchen and fish out a bowl of instant ramen from the stash. You know, the stash of instant ramen that everyone has. Right, everyone. I definitely have one of those. Now, it's time to really think about what you're adding to your ramen. Will you make a masterpiece or will you experiment with interesting ingredients? Are we sure we're not on drugs? Because it sounds like drugs. First, you need to choose a base. What are you choosing tonight? Let's go for... spicy, sure. Choose your toppings. Ham, soft-boiled eggs, fried tofu, chicken nuggets. Tofu could be nice. Like, suck up some of the spicy sauce. Veggies, garlic, maybe, sure. Spices. None of these really go with... Is seaweed a spice? I would argue seaweed isn't really a spice. It's more of just an ingredient. I guess sesame seeds. Sauces, well, we don't need chili oil because we already have that. Maybe let's add a little bit more chili oil. Sure. Because, like, mayo doesn't really go with this. Barbecue sauce, maybe barbecue sauce can go with this. Like a spicy barbecue. I mean, although chocolate and chili does go together. Let's go for like a barbecue. Let's not do like just more spice on top of spice. Bonus. I'm a bonus. Sure. Let's see what happens if I just select myself. Done selecting ingredients. Thank God you can handle spice. It makes your ramen night so much more flavorful. The texture of the fried tofu is perfect. Crispy on the outside, soft and squishy on the inside. You know that if you let the tofu sit in the broth for a while, it'll become a sponge of flavors to savor. That's what I was saying, is it's gonna suck up that spiciness. What a classic ramen topping. You know it'll make your breath smell a bit, but it's completely worth it. The slightly spicy hit it gives the ramen, as well as the sharp hit that it gives to the broth, is so perfect. Thinking about it now, maybe garlic wasn't the right thing to add, because maybe it is. If you put like raw garlic in and you have like the raw garlic spiciness. We need to invent a different word for like what garlic and ginger and stuff is, because it's not spicy in the sense of like a chili. But, you know, there's no word that really comes close to, you know, what, like, the raw garlic taste is. You sprinkle some sesame seeds and watch them drift in the broth aimlessly. Oh, to be a sesame seed drifting in this delicious broth, with no worries in the world, just going with the flow, and to then be consumed by a giant. Confused as to why you'd want to add this. It's, meaty, gives it more, dimensions. Yes, you know it's the good barbecue sauce though, the high quality Sweet Baby Ray's. You made me add a sauce. I wouldn't have added a sauce, and I didn't want to add more chili. Boy soup. A nice relaxing I literally got into the soup. When I picked me, I am literally in the soup. A nice relaxing bath in the broth. Perfectly warm and soothing. I feel like if you bath in chili, like a spicy broth, it would burn in a way that humans cannot comprehend. Like, it would be a burn we're not equipped to deal with. It would be such a weird experience. Your skin feels so smooth after sitting in the broth. Only downside is smelling like instant ramen afterwards. Hi. Who are you? Cup noodle goddess appears. Okay. Hi, what a very niche thing to be a god of. Feels like that would be a fairly recent god. Hello there. I see you've completed your bowl of instant ramen for the night. Do you mind? I'm having a bath, and you're kind of, ruining the vibe. I'm back and ready to see what you've made today. This is the cup noodle goddess, I gathered. You don't remember when she first started showing up, but she just did one day. Maybe she was looking out for you, making sure you eat a fulfilling meal, but you don't seem to mind her visits every time you make a bowl of instant ramen. She sees you at your low points, late at 3 a.m., but you don't seem to mind that at all. Are we sure this is a goddess and not just some random person that lives in the apartment that just, breaks into our house? Hello, are you awake? No, I'm having a bath, go away. You look back in focus and she gives you a slight smile. Hello, cup noodle goddess. Pleasure seeing you again. Would you like to sample my creation? The pleasure is all mine. Can I see what you made for dinner tonight? Sure. It's gonna have a very bath-watery kind of tang to it, but it's what makes it special. She peers over and looks at the bowl of ramen you made. Hot diggity shit, this is a bowl of instant ramen. Yeah, I'm starting to get the feeling this might not be a god. I'm sticking with my crackhead that lives in our apartment theory. Spicy. I could never handle high amounts of spice. I don't know how y'all do it. I know many Korean people love spicy instant noodles. I wish I could handle the spice so I could try them all. So let me get this straight, just real quick here. You're the god of instant noodles and you can't even have all instant noodles? That's like Poseidon is the god of the sea, except for the Atlantic Ocean. It's too cold for him, he just can't handle it, That's not how this works. Ooh, I like this. The crispy exterior pairs well with the soft interior, and tofu acts like a sponge that absorbs all of the broth at the end of your meal. Be sure to leave a few pieces for the end of the meal. They'll be oh so flavorful. Yes? I mean, the goddess isn't giving me any insights I didn't start with. Ooh, a good choice. Guessing you're not afraid of garlic breath now, are you? So many people are afraid of their breath smelling bad, but garlic is just so good. Wonder if my friends never tell me about my breath stink. What kind of friends does a god have? What kind of friends does a highly specific and fairly modern god have? Are you friends with like the iPhone charger god and the, avocado toast? Why? Barbecue sauce, sounds like it'd work, but I think it'd work better if this was a ramen without broth. Maybe I'll have to try it later. Look, I didn't want to put that in. I was forced to put it in, and I didn't know what the fuck else to do. Okay? The options were more chili, which we've already established you don't like chili. Mayo, which I think you would have complained about just as much. This, or chocolate, okay? I thought this was the best option of everything I was being forced to take. Oh, how cute. I'm not sure how you managed to fit in the little ball. Oh, how relaxing it is to brew in the delicious ramen broth. Are we sure I'm not the god? Because I somehow shrunk myself down and got into a bowl of ramen. Sounds like something a god would do. Anyway, what a bowl of ramen you've made tonight. Not a good bowl or a bad bowl, just a bowl. It's like Morbius is a movie. I just wanted to check in and make sure you're taking care of yourself. And I wanted to let you know that even if you have other things to focus on in life, I'm glad you still take the time to sit down and make a meal for yourself. What does your godly duties entail? What is your day-to-day like? even though it's just a simple bowl of instant ramen. Well, I'll see you another day. Take care of yourself. I feel like you should be trying to upsell ramen if you're the god of it. It's not a simple thing. It's good. It's hearty. It's, you should be trying to upsell. Goodbye. That was very strange.